this mixing masterclass we're looking at VCA Groups. VCA grouping is a handy option that becomes increasingly useful as your mix progresses and you need to make finer adjustments without compromising what you already have, and it complements rather than replaces submixing. That said, it's not incorporated into all DAWs, so double check the options for your particular application. The underlying setup process is pretty consistent across DAWs, and here in Logic Pro, if we select a few faders, we can create the VCA group and connect them in one swift move. The VCA group fader acts as a controller for any assigned tracks and will most likely have a fader, mute and solo, but no regular insert slots. Let's look at an example. In our mix we have multiple individual tracks making up the drums and percussion, and we need overall control of them so we can finesse our mix balance. We've already introduced some track-specific automation where necessary. By adding a VCA group and assigning all our drum and percussion tracks, we can adjust all component levels collectively. Significantly, the VCA does not defeat the existing track-specific automation, so this continues on a track-by-track basis. Also significant is auxiliary send behaviour. We normally set these so they are post-fader, and this means as we adjust the fader level, the associated send level gets adjusted accordingly. Using a VCA group to adjust level allows us to retain this behaviour. Returning to our drum and percussion tracks, you'll see we have already created a submix for the main beat aspects, kick, snare, clap and hats, and a submix for the remaining percussion. One further benefit of using a VCA group is it can collectively control a bunch of faders that are routed to different submixes. Finally, VCA groups can be a great way to control overall effects return levels, and here we've set up a VCA for that specific task.